Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the WOJFL. That is right, the World of Juice Football League returns, and we've got an action-packed episode, maybe the most action-packed episode of the entire series so far, and that's including last episode where we made a massive trade for a new starting quarterback. If you missed last episode, go back and watch it. It was pretty crazy making that trade. I still can't believe that we actually did it. But we ended up winning the 2 games that he started last episode, the 2 games in the episode. So maybe that's a sign. And our offense was actually moving pretty well with him at quarterback. So maybe we were just missing a quarterback and that was the missing ingredient. I don't know. We'll find out as we move on towards the end of the season, which we are coming up on pretty quickly. We have entered week number 11, which is why I say it's the most massive episode to date, because it is involving the prospects. I have added every single person's prospect that they have left a comment on any one of my videos, including the entirety of the WOJFL series. So all of your prospects have been added into the draft class, and now it's done. The draft class has been officially filled out. No more prospects will be added to this year's class. If you want to leave a prospect, you can. Just know that that prospect will be added to the 2025 draft class. I got to get my years correct. It'll be added to the next year draft class. The cutoff has been achieved. We've reached the cutoff point. The draft class is set. So we will take a look into the draft class, see some of the big name prospects that I'm taking a little interest in, and also figure out who those 3 players that we're going to focus on could be. So today's episode, 2 games in it. I'm super excited about it. Let's go see if this new quarterback of ours can keep the hot streak going. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get started. We have arrived at week number 11, the important week of the regular season, the most important week of the regular season, because it involves this thing right here, the scouting of the focus players. It's going to be pretty important to decide these 3 players, because who knows what we're going to be drafting in the offseason episode, which I've been thinking about this long and hard. That's what she said. I have been toying with the idea of possibly streaming the offseason episode here on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure. But I've been playing around with the idea, seeing kind of if that would be kind of cool. So if you guys have any opinion on that, if you want to be a part of the off-season episode, I've never streamed an off-season episode before. So if you're curious about that and you want to be a part of the off-season episode and maybe be a part of who we draft, maybe your prospect's in here and you want to be a part of maybe influencing me, making me want to draft your player, then we can possibly stream the off-season episode. I haven't fully decided yet. But it's just, I'm throwing it out there. I'm toying with the idea. So we are week 11. We are going to be playing week 11 and 12 today. So we have 2 division games against the Oilers and against the Orbits. So that's going to be pretty intense, because the Oilers are 7-2, even though their splits don't look that good. 79 offense, 84 defense, 81 overall. I mean, they don't look that great of a team, but they're 7-2. So obviously they're getting the job done. I don't know what's going on, but they're getting the job done somehow. And then the Orbits are the complete opposite. They're 2-7. They don't look that great, and I'm hoping that we can absolutely smack them down. But that's for the future of this episode. Negotiations, $35 million. Jabari Sims needs a massive contract. Tyreek Lawson needs a massive contract, and then Howie Jones. I want both of these guys back, especially Jabari Sims, because he's starting to heat up a little bit. But $146 million for Jabari Sims is kind of insane. I can't do that right now. We're going to think about that a little bit more. Yeah, maybe if I wait on it, he's going to want even more money. That's a possibility, but I can't do it right now. So we're going to have to wait on that a little bit longer. Let's get to these focus players. Who is it going to be? I have shaken up the draft order. It has moved up some people that I feel like should be moved up, and I've moved down some people that should move down and all that kind of stuff. I've kind of reordered everything to get some of the better players up to the top of the class where they should be. But there are some gems in the second, third, fourth rounds of this class that are going to be pretty interesting. Now, that's going to work out in my favor, and it's not. Because, yes, I edited a lot of these players in the class. I only edited the players that you guys sent in. All the auto-generated players that I didn't touch, I like I said, I didn't touch them. So they're still whatever overalls they are. But it's not going to benefit me because, yeah, I edited this class, but I'm not going to remember most of these guys' overalls or what they're good at or what all that kind of stuff because I got bad memory if you didn't know. So by the time we get to the offseason episode and by the time we get to the draft, I'm not going to have a clue of how good these guys actually are or if anybody has a development trait or anything like that. So we're just going to have to ride with it. But the number one player in the class is now the quarterback, Quan Lewis, out of LSU. He looks like just the perfect quarterback. I mean, he's 5'11", 205, so a little bit on the shorter side of things, but he's got A's across the board. He's got, so far, all the physicals that you want to see from your quarterback, and he looks like he's an unbelievable thrower of the football. So Quan Lewis may have a right to be the number one player on the board. And then you've got this man right here, Isaiah Bloodsaw, 6'7", 290 from Alabama. He is maybe the best prospect since Myles Garrett. There's a very good possibility that he is the next Myles Garrett. He just looks phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We've also got Walt Seawright, who is a pretty decent running back, 5'9", 213. He's got the great to elite speed. He's got possibly a juke and spin. We don't know for sure. We'd have to probably use him as one of our focus things, but I'm probably not going to do that because I like the way that our running back room looks right now. I don't even really know what I would go for. Maybe a corner? Maybe like Theo Cleary? 6'2's good size. He's got really good potential at his physicals. He's got B-man, A-zone. I mean, Theo Cleary looks like a pretty solid player, but we're probably not going to be picking in the top half of the draft, I wouldn't think. There's always a possibility that we could if we completely collapse the rest of the season or trade up, I guess. But I don't think we're going to be able to. Now, I would be interested in a possible outside linebacker or D tackle like Joey Buchanan maybe from Duke. Maybe we go for him. He looks phenomenal. He's got A, awareness, A, finesse moves. And Joey Buchanan is certainly a guy that I have my eye on. He could definitely start probably right away at D tackle number 1. We've also got Floyd Dubois from Iowa State. Speed rusher, looks phenomenal. A, stamina, B, tackling, B, play rec. There's a couple defensive line positions that I would not be mad at. And then you got Xavier Little right here, who is not so little, 6'2", 204, with decent physicals. Not as good as the Theo Cleary guy, but B-man, B-zone, A catching, B press. He looks like a very well-rounded corner. And I could certainly see us taking a corner in this draft. That's definitely a possibility. I could also see myself taking a tight end like Dalton Hunt. 6'8" is insane. He's got all the measurables you want at his physical side, and he's got amazing attributes skill-wise. Dalton Hunt could be one of the best players in the class. There's a good possibility. Romeo Reese also could be something. I don't really think we're going to need a receiver, at least not in the first round. I like the way that our receiver room looks, but he certainly is a very, very talented player. But corner, I could definitely see grabbing one, and somebody probably on the defensive line too. So I think that's where I'm going to focus. I'm probably going to use definitely one on Xavier Little. I want to know a little bit more about him, and we should probably use one on Joey Buchanan as well. And then maybe we find a third defensive lineman. Is there going to be a third defensive lineman that I want to take? Probably not Ahmad Wilbon. There's some good receivers, that's for sure. This is a very stacked receiver class, I will say that. Safety could be something. I didn't really think about safety. We don't really need a safety, but definitely down the board I wouldn't mind. Max Murphy. 6'5" out of Washington. His speed's not great. That kind of throws me off of him. But he has a block shed and a tackling, which is intriguing, but that kind of throws me off of him. What other defensive linemen are there? So we've got, obviously, the top guy in Isaiah Bloodsaw. What about Juan Cage? Juan Cage looks fairly good. He could be a guy that we take maybe later down the board. Or maybe a Kevin Colbert or Colbert. Could be either one. But he's not super athletic, which is the problem with me. Don't really like the guys that aren't super athletic. So we looked at Floyd Dubois a little bit. We didn't look at Nolan Turk yet. 6'5", pretty good physically. B power move, B tackling, A awareness. I like the A awareness. Having A awareness definitely a positive for me. I think, I don't know where to go with this final focus player. I think Floyd Dubois might be my guy. I think I'm going to use it on Floyd Dubois. We're going to go get Joey Buchanan, who's the third tackle on the board. And then we're going to go get that second corner, Xavier Little. So those are going to be the 3 focus players for me. The second mock draft should be out, and it is. So the second mock draft currently has Marcus Babineau going number 1 to the Monarchs. Then Quan Lewis going 2 to the Dragons, the Red Dragons. Black Knights get Philip Sheldon. Isaiah Bloodsaw going number 4. But obviously this is still a lot of super early. We still have 3 more mock drafts to go before we figure out where everybody's actually going to go. So it's still super early to tell about that. We've got it says Prospect Spotlight. We've already used it, but I'm just curious to see who they have to say. Who are you going to say? Usually this is pretty bad. Tight end, Lucas Chavez. Okay, I'll go take a look at him, but obviously we can't do anything with him now because I used my points already, or my players. But I'll take a look at him because the name doesn't ring a bell, so I don't think it's a guy that I made. Where is Lucas Chavez? It said tight end, right? I could have sworn it said tight end. Did I pass him? Oh, there he is. I did pass him. He's number 6. Lucas Chavez, round 2 to 3. 6'4", 258 from UCF. Great to elite acceleration. Good to great speed. Great to elite jumping. Okay, he's not bad physically. He's not a great blocker. Or potentially not a great blocker. He looks fine. Maybe we get him in the 3rd round. I guess that's a possibility, but I probably won't even bother with him. He looks fine, but he's probably not on the radar too much. We have to hope, though. We have to hope that the Golden Eagles start to lose, because if they don't start to lose, then we're going to be in big trouble. I should probably spend some discount points here, some hometown discount points, so that maybe Jabari Sims will give me a little bit of a better deal if I spend some of those discount points. So that'll be something good there. But it's time to take on the Houston Oilers. They're not the Houston Oilers, I don't think. Are they the Houston Oilers? I don't think they are. I don't remember. But here's our quarterback that we made the trade for last episode, Bradson Darn. 26 years old. He's got the accuracies you want to have, and he's got a little bit of speed. 96 speed is something that I like. Now, the problem with Bradson Darn is his acceleration's not too good. So it feels a little bit slower than 96 speed. If his acceleration was a little bit faster, if it was like in 86 or an 87, then he certainly would feel a little bit better. Because if you didn't know, acceleration is getting to your top speed. How fast can you get to your top speed? Your top speed is your speed. So he has 96 speed. His top speed is 96. But he doesn't get to his top speed fast enough. It's only an 82. So you want to have them pretty close together. Like Tyreek, I think, has 98 speed, 96 XL. So he gets to his top speed of 98 speed very fast. But Bradson Darn played really well those 2 games last episode. Speed McCree, Lamar Ferguson, and TJ Scott. I like our running back core. I don't think we need to work on a focus on a receiver. I wouldn't be opposed to grabbing another receiver. Running back. I wouldn't be opposed to grabbing another receiver because, I like Tyreek Lawson. I like MVP. I like Benjamin Button. I like Parker Peters. And is it Hanley Gomez? I think it's Hanley. Yeah, Hanley Gomez. I like all these receivers, but, if there's a better one in the draft, this is a very deep draft for wide receivers. So I wouldn't turn my nose at a very good receiver if we had the opportunity. Now, offensive line. The only offensive line position we probably need to focus on is right guard with Percy Uzbeth. He's a good player, but with normal development and being an 82, there's room for improvement. Now, it's not guaranteed that he's going to get replaced because he's a very solid guard, but there's room for improvement for sure. It's finally time to jump in and play the Houston Oilers. I think are they the Houston Oilers? I mean their abbreviation is Houston, so I thought that they were the Houston Oilers. But it's time to jump in and play them. What uniforms are they gonna rock? I think they only have their normal ones. Yeah, they don't have any custom jerseys like we do, but that's okay. They can wear their away uniforms, and we can rock with. What should we rock with? Maybe a little custom uni. So if we go with the home preset, but then we change the helmet to maybe be the away helmet, that kind of looks good. And then maybe we go with the away pants as well. Ooh, that could be decent. I think we might go with this little home variation. Okay. Can I change the shoes? Ooh, I kind of like the gold accent on the shoes, although that might not look that good with the purple top. I think we need to go purple shoes. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. The gold shoes just didn't really flow well with the purple top, but that I like the uniform combo that we got going here. I think this is what we're gonna rock with. I will see you guys in the game. We got to take on the Oilers. They're not as good rating wise on paper, but that doesn't mean they're not gonna be very good in the game. This is a very important divisional matchup here with the Wizards and the Oilers. 7-2 versus 6-3. If we can beat them, then we'll jump them, obviously, for second place. And we got to hope, we got to pray that the Golden Eagles start to fall off a little bit here as we get closer to the end of the season. But I don't know if they will. We beat them once and they beat us once, so it's going to be tough. Brett Thompson, looking like he's having a pretty good season. 1,800 yards, 12 touchdowns, 3 picks. I remember seeing him in the My Franchise tool. I remember seeing him in the yards race. He's not. I don't think he's the leader in yards. I think that is the. Does he play for the Redwoods? I forget who it is that exactly is the leader in yards right now. I think that's close. He's close though. 1,800 yards, I think, is close. He starts off with a nice little 4-yard dump to. I think that might have been a receiver. Could have been a tight end. I don't know. 2nd and 6, though. We need this defense to step up. They've been playing pretty well, including Jabari Sims. I asked him to start playing well, and he definitely did respond. He started playing very, very well. As Westbrook will carry that for a first down. But we need the rest of the team to play well. I mean, Trey Watts has played good. Jadeveon Carter's played amazing. That's going to be an unfortunate, really good carry. That's a really good pass. That's super unfortunate right there. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. That was a wide open receiver. And it's frustrating, but it is what it is. Can we get Jadeveon Carter into him? No, we're going to get Kelly. And he's going to somehow find his man. He stays up on his feet. Oh my God, he's such a beefy boy. He's such a beefy boy, that Westbrook. He stayed up on his feet. Kelly did a good job to force Thompson out of the way. Carter, Jadeveon Carter will get the sack. Jadeveon Carter, baby. He has had a hot season. I'm loving how Jadeveon Carter has played the past couple of episodes. Him and Jabari Sims and Trey Watts really have all been very, very good this season. And he might make another impact. No, he couldn't get it to him just yet. Steps out of bounds, 3rd and 15. That sack may come back to be very, very crucial here. 3rd and 15. 3 down linemen from the 29. That's going to be caught somehow by the Oilers. I thought I was trying to get a hand in there. I didn't know if I was the right guy. I tried to sneak my hand in there to knock it down, but I guess I didn't even reach out. I don't know. Smoke Morrison couldn't get him or something. I don't know what it was, but that's a first down. That's a very unfortunate first down, and that's going to be a drop. Good job. That might have been Howard Woodson, and I think it is. Good job there, Woodson, with the stop right there. 2nd and 10 from the 12. I don't like this. They're getting very dangerous here. Double teaming on Carter. That's to be expected, as Westbrook will take it to the 7-yard line. 3rd and 5. Come on, hold to a field goal. Do something here. Do something for me, please. Carter, that's going to be... Ooh, maybe you can throw an argument out there that's pass interference. I don't know. We got away with that, and it's going to be incomplete. 4th and 5, they will attempt a field goal. We did exactly what I needed us to do. We held to a field goal, and we'll see if they make it here. It is up and good. No, 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 no. I don't like that. Oh, my God. Storm McKinley just roughed the kicker, and they have a 1st and goal from the 3. Did I rough the kicker? Was that me? Was I Storm McKinley? No, I was... You can see my user. I'm usering the other dude. Who is this? Austin Miles? No, it's Brady Montana. I'm usering Brady Montana here. You can see my thing right there. So Storm McKinley just runs into the kick. He got pushed. No. They called this roughing the kicker because these two guys right here are still battling the play. Who is that? That's Trey Watts. He's still battling with the offensive lineman. He pushes him back into McKinley. McKinley then goes into Paul, the kicker, and they call it roughing the kicker, and the Oilers have another fresh set of downs and a chance to score a touchdown. That is unbelievable, the fact that they called that roughing the kicker. It's not his fault. He didn't do it on purpose. So instead of getting 3 points, they have an opportunity to get 7 again, but we'll try to have a goal line stand here. They've used basically the entirety of the first quarter on this one drive, essentially making this game super short. I thought he was going to score there. He gets a yard. 3rd and goal from the 2. Come on, give me one more good play like that, and we'll be Gucci gang. One stop. There it is. We got him. We held him in the backfield, and they lost a bunch of yards there. Trey Watts is the one to do it. Nobody roughed the kicker. I'm going to use Storm McKinley to make sure that doesn't happen. And it will be okay. So all that happened really was they wasted a little bit more time in the first quarter. They still end up with 3 points. Nothing else has changed. Except for we don't have a lot. We have a little bit less time in the first quarter, which is not that big of a deal. All right. Thank God they didn't score a touchdown on that one. I would have been super upset. Oh my God. Hanley Gomez, get out of my way. I was trying to get, he was just running with me the whole time. I was trying to get him out of my way. I kept bumping with him. Hanley Gomez almost had a kick return touchdown. I'm not sure why. Oh, I know why. I forgot to make it so that, what's his name? Flash Wilson. I forgot to make Flash Wilson the #1 kick returner again, but Hanley Gomez almost made me forget about that with that kick return. If he would have done it, man, I was trying to get out of the way, or that guy was just running my way the whole time. I couldn't get him out. He was kind of like forcing me into the middle, like he was herding me, like I was a bunch of cattle. He was herding me into the middle of the field where the guy was. I do like the fact that Edinson Yarborough is wide open here, and we're gonna try to hit him. Edinson Yarborough, incomplete. I maybe threw that a second too late. If I was gonna throw that, I needed to throw that immediately. But I think I waited a little bit too long. This could be very good for Tyreek Lawson. This play has worked in the past. I just need to have time, and I didn't have time. But that might still be work for Tyreek Lawson, the GOAT. Tyreek Lawson runs underneath that ball. Unfortunately, he jumped after it. I was trying to get it to where he caught it out on the run, but maybe the ball was too bad, so he had to jump up and get it. I don't know. But at least he held on and caught it. That's really the only big thing. Speed McCree can't go anywhere. 2nd and goal. Maybe a little play action halfback flat. Could be something. Get out on the run. Throw that to Bush. Boosh. Harrison Bush with a nice catch. The backup, the 3rd string tight end actually, with a nice catch. 3rd and goal from the 2. Who do we go with here? We go with the MVP. Boom, touchdown. Big play from MVP there. Marquez Vontel Porter with the biggest catch of the day so far. Actually, to be fair, that's probably not true. It's probably Tyreek Lawson had the biggest catch of the day. But we take a big lead, 7-3. That builds the confidence. Our defense did a decent job once they got pinned back to their own end zone. Like, we really held strong there. They kind of diced us up for the most part down the field, but then when we got into a dangerous situation, into the red zone area, we really stepped it up a little bit here. And we need Jadeveon Carter to get more pressure. He's already got a sack today. I'd like him to get 2 or 3 more. I don't know if he's going to be able to, but I'd like him to. And Brett Thompson will just throw that ball away. Had nobody there. Good coverage down the field and good pressure from the defensive line to get some boys, forcing Brett Thompson to throw that ball away. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a lot of time, and he underthrows, or inaccurate throw, not underthrown. Inaccurate throw. Bad decision by Thompson. I mean, he wouldn't have really got many yards on that anyway. Maybe a yard or two, if that. But instead, it's incomplete. They don't get anything. Maybe that's for the best. 3rd and 10. Trey Watts couldn't beat his man initially. He gets forced to the ground. Jabari Sims rolling out, and he's going to throw it away. 4th and 10, a 3-and-out for the Oilers. Exactly what this defense needed to do. Brett Thompson is shaking in his cleats. He can't compete with us. They will punt the football back to the Wizards. Lawson back to return. Oh, he had to go underneath for it, but he's got some room. Tyreek Lawson has the punter to beat. Can he outrun him? He should be able to. Oh, my God, that punter's fast. Oh, my... What? I had the punter to beat, and that's what happened? That punter was crazy. He was keeping up with me like insanely fast. I did not expect that at all. But Speed McCree will get us a... Wow, I thought it was going to be a first down. It's not a first down. It is 2nd and inches. 35-yard line. Snap it. Handoff. McCree bounces. He's got one man to beat. Juke move. How does that not work? Oh, the juke move. If he hits that juke move cleanly, it's a touchdown. It's a guaranteed touchdown, but he didn't hit it cleanly. That's unfortunate. But I'm looking at Yarborough here, and I'm up. That's not the right person. What the heck? Did I press A? I did press A. I thought that I pressed X. Maybe I was thinking of it on a PS4 controller or a PS5 controller. But at least I got a nice play out of it, so I guess that'll work. I was trying to press X. Oh, Speed. Good first down. Speed McCree's really starting to heat up these past couple episodes. I've noticed that. He's really starting to get some nice yardage. I'm really liking it. I'm going to go quickly. Oh, MVP off the catch. Ah, okay. That was probably my bad. I shouldn't have gone that quickly. He didn't really win off the line like I was expecting him to. Kind of a bad idea to go quickly there. So we will go maybe the branch one, maybe MVP or Peters. Or a step up with the man Bradson. He gets 4 yards down to the 3. 3rd and goal. Maybe they should have waited for a receiver to be open there. That might have been a better opportunity. 3rd and goal. Find Parker Peters. He holds on. Touchdown. Parker Peters. That might be his first of the season. He's had a few catches this year, but I don't know if he's ever got a touchdown this year. That might be his first one. And that was a good throw from Bradson Darn. There was a little bit of a window, and he found it, fired it in there, and we've got a 14-3 lead over the Houston Oilers. So this is starting to go exactly how I wanted it to. We'll see if we can keep up this hotness, but it's starting to go exactly the way that I wanted it to. Maybe London can finally... The London Monarchs are the only team in the league, in the WOJFL, that don't have a win so far this year. So maybe they can get off the schneid against the Tokyo Dragons. I don't know if they will be able to, but it's possible. Both teams aren't that great. Get to him. Good job. 2nd and 7. 2-minute warning has come and gone. We get the ball to start the second half, so we're in a really good position. We have all the momentum in the world, and that's going to be a pick. Oh, my God. Howard Woodson caught that behind his head. I'm pretty sure he caught that backwards. I need to go back and see this replay. What? I was just joking about the pick. I didn't really think he was going to catch it. Howard Woodson with a user pick. The user. Howard Woodson. I need to go back and see this. They're not going to show me a great replay. Instant replay. He was blanketing the receiver. And he... Howard Woodson with the catch of the year, maybe. Or maybe the interception of the year. Not the catch of the year. Maybe the interception of the year. This is an insanity of a catch. The fact that he came away with this. Now, to be fair, it is against the running back Westbrook. But still, to get in front of him and box him out, basically, enough to be able to hold on to this catch is cray-cray. That's insanity right there. Good catch from Howard Woodson. And we've got momentum. We've got the ball. We've got a chance to score another touchdown here. If I can get a little bit of time, Tyreek Lawson might have a touchdown on one play. I'm looking at him. Tyreek Lawson is open for a touchdown. One play, and the Wizards are in the end zone again. I just had a feeling that play was going to be a touchdown. I just had a feeling. 21-3, we lead over the Houston Oilers. I'm liking what's happening here. This is so much nicer than the stressful games early in the season that we had to go through before we found our quarterback. Maybe I should have made a trade for the quarterback earlier in the season. I wouldn't have had 3 losses. Maybe we'd only have 1 or 2 or none. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But having our quarterback here that actually is good just revitalizes the entire team, offense and defense. Oh, that's an unfortunate throw. That is a real unfortunate throw. He was running, spun around, threw across his body, and still found his man. That's unfortunate, but it is what happened. From the 40-yard line, the Oilers trying to get back in this game, and that's going to be caught. Morrison was caught sleeping on that one, playing his zone, wasn't following man-to-man. I need to switch back to man. We need to have our guys blanketing the coverage here the entire time. If we can do that, our athletes are better than their athletes, and we should be able to knock the ball away. Somehow he held on. Maybe our athletes are better than their athletes. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. That's another catch, and that's another broken tackle. He's got a lot of room. Storm McKinley can't bring him down. It's a touchdown for the Oilers. D.D. Tompkins with a touchdown catch. Wow. And they're down 21-10 now. I cannot believe that actually was caught and broken and scored. That's stupid. That's not good. I don't like that. We were supposed to hold them, but that does give me the opportunity to run this clock down to the end and score before the end of the half, I guess, or before we get the ball to start the second half. I really need to put Flash Wilson back there at kick returner. 2 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown for Tyreek Lawson. He's had 2 big catches today. That is for sure. They want me to throw the football a lot. I understand because there's a minute to go and we probably need another touchdown here, but I feel confident we can get some yards running the football, and I probably would have had even more yards. I should have probably had a little bit more yards there. 53 seconds. We've got all our timeouts, so if I go underneath the Yarborough here and we run some hurry up, 40 seconds to go. We go drag verticals. 36 seconds. We snap. We fire. It's intercepted? Are you serial right now? It's going to be a pick 6, isn't it? Roger Gemma just intercepted me like he was playing on zero gravity. What in the world is this? Do you see how much open space MVP has right here? There is 15 yards of separation between the interceptor and the receiver that I targeted. He closes it. He leaps into the air like a madman, like a Looney Tune. And he catches the interception. I can't even believe the fact that he caught this. This is beyond comprehension, how he catches this football. And the thing that annoys me the most, not the lack of physics that the linebacker demonstrates here, the fact that the ball is thrown inside. I threw this ball outside to get on the outside shoulder of MVP over here, over in this space over here, not in this space over here. But yet the ball is thrown here, and the linebacker just completely leaps like he's on the moon and intercepts it and pick 6 it. Insanity. That is insanity. The fact that he caught that for an interception. And now our huge lead that we had is now gone. It's now 21-17. So let's just say that didn't go the way I wanted it to go. (21-17). 24 seconds. I guess now the best we can do is hope to get in a field goal range, unless somebody breaks through their coverage and gets wide open. The only hope that we can have is to maybe scrounge together 3 more points. I'm going to look for Tyreek Lawson here. He has the potential to win this route. And I think he might have. Tyreek Lawson goes up for it, couldn't bring it down. I needed that ball to be a little bit more towards the outside there. It was a little bit too close to him. Play action flood. This play action could give Lawson the time to outrun his man, but I don't think he did. And I pressed the wrong button. I didn't press the wrong button. I thought that MVP's route was different. He was the other vertical route. I thought his route was the one that cut to the sideline. That's my bad. I just didn't know what his route was. Fired in. Oh my God. Bradson, darn, what the heck was that? Throw another run. I know it's not your strong suit, but that was a horrible throw. And now we have to punt this ball away just in case I don't get the first down on the going for it on 4th. And then I would give them a free field goal. I can't do that. They're going to have one play. They can't kick a field goal. They can't do anything. They're going to have one play to possibly get the lead back before the half. I don't know how this second quarter has gone this way, but it has. And they're just going to go backwards, I guess. Yeah, they lost 3 yards on that. I don't know what the plan was there, but it didn't work for them. And now we go to the halftime locker room. Oh, it's something, that's for sure. It is something. I'm going to need Bradson Darn to not play like he did in the second quarter. I'm going to need him to play like he played in the first quarter. Because well, technically, we didn't really get much of the first quarter, but you know what I mean. I'm going to need him to play like he did at the beginning of the game, not how he finished the half. Let's get back to basics here. Let's get back to Speed McCree running the football because he actually was good there. We were getting some decent yardage. Getting some nice blocks. Wish I would have got a few more blocks there, but that's okay. 2nd and 8. We go back to the run. Because why wouldn't we? And then Speed gets another yard. Okay, so maybe we should have gone back to the run. That answered my question right there. Columbus loses again, unfortunately. They can't seem to get on the winning streak. I'm not sure what we do here. Maybe fire it in and get it knocked incomplete. Yeah, that works. That totally works. So that is another frustrating drive. A 3 and out for the Wizards to start the second half is not what I wanted. You could say. Not particularly what I wanted. But we need to come out here on defense and absolutely shut down the Oilers. We cannot let them get any sort of momentum. As you can see by the top of the screen, their momentum bar is pretty close to filling up, so we cannot let them get any momentum. We need an interception here or a turnover or something. There's an incomplete pass. I'll take that. Brick Law does his job. But we need some sort of sack or just negative play. I don't even know. We just need something in order to stop this Oiler avalanche that it feels like it's becoming. It's play action. Victor Usama, exactly what I was asking for. The backup linebacker, Victor Usama II, gets the sack on play action. That might be his first sack of the year. I know he's got a couple tackles because he's been on a few plays during the season, but that might be his first sack of the year. And that is exactly what I was calling for because there's a good tackle and they have to punt the ball back to us. Beautiful. Perfectly executed. Couldn't ask for a better play or a better series than what we just got there. Super happy. Over the moon about that series. Tyreek Lawson going to get wrapped up fairly quickly. No surprise there. That's usually what happens on punt returns. 8 carries, 62 yards. Speed kind of got shut down on that last drive. I'm going to give it to him again here because I trust in the run game, but I'm not going to run it on second down if we get shut down pretty quickly here. We'll hand it off to him. He'll cut it outside. He's got room. He's got the edge. Speed McCree. He's going to live up to his name. Down the sideline. Oh, I just needed him to outrun one more guy. Speed McCree. That's a huge carry, though. Exactly the type of run we needed to start this drive. A massive run. I'm going to send Parker Peters through the middle here because Parker Peters is wide open, and he might have a receiving touchdown number 2. Parker Peters! Almost there. Almost there. We'll see if we can get a run with speed here. Oh, he might have it. Oh, that got shut down very quickly. I thought when the center took the tackle down, the middle of the line was going to open up there, but it did not. It did not at all. That's okay, because I'm going to fire it in right there. Tyreek Lawson, touchdown number 4 on the day for Bradson Darn. I think that might be a Wizards record. I don't think we've ever had a quarterback this season to throw 4 touchdowns in a game. That's absolutely. We barely scored 4 touchdowns in a game regardless of throwing it. And now we go up 28 to 17. Exactly the kind of drive we needed. Now all we got to do that is repeat that a couple of times and we can win this game. It's fairly simple. It's not rocket science. We just got to play good and win. Simple as that. Play good and win. We played really well last drive. Let's keep it up. Let's do it one more time. Take it drive by drive. Thompson under center. He will step back and fire it quickly. He's got his man. It's D.D. What's his name? D.D. Tompkins? Is that his name? Yeah, D.D. Tompkins. That's another big catch. He's been a dangerous player today. That's for sure. It's been him and it's been Westbrook that have been the dangerous players so far this season, or so far this game. They are going to play action again. It didn't work the last time they went play action, and it's not going to work this time. Overthrown, out of bounds, incomplete. Thompson looking a little shaky there. Maybe he's pulling a little Sam Darnold and he's seeing ghosts. I don't know. Ooh, it looks like Isaiah Cannon is starting for the for whatever team that is that just beat the Columbus Caps. I forget what team name they are, what their nickname is, but he's starting for them. That's the team that we traded to get Bradson Darn, and it looks like he got the win for him. So good for him. It's good to see Isaiah Cannon winning games and doing well over on a different team, because he certainly wasn't going to do that for us. And that's an unfortunate first down. 3rd and 8, and he had a wide open slant receiver. Kinley, how do you get that open? How did he get that open? I was playing man coverage. There shouldn't have been any way he got that open, but he did. And that's another one. What are we doing here, boys? Come on. Why are we letting these little routes to like 10-yard routes? Why are we letting them get completely butt naked? He was open by like 5 yards. Are my corners even covering? Like, what are we doing here? That one's understandable because that's just a little like curl route, little check down. That's understandable why he's wide open. But these little slants and little underneath stuff to the receivers is just unacceptable. We can't be having that much separation to these fast receivers. They got good receivers for a reason. And I'm playing man coverage to counteract that. But I guess I'm not doing it right. Start of the 4th quarter. I can really use a good play from Storm McKinley there. Knocked it incomplete. It's 3rd and 4. I don't know if they would take the field goal here if we do stop them. I'm not sure if they would take it or not. That would I mean that would make it an 8-point game, so it would make sense for them to take it. But it's not going to matter because they got the first down regardless. Tough. Tough. Okay. All right, we fight through. 1st and 10 from the 16. Get to the quarterback. Nope, not going to happen there. Oh my God, I thought I tackled him. He got to the 2. I could have sworn that I pressed the button to tackle him, but it didn't do anything, and he just ran right past me. Whatever, dog. He's going to get a huge gain, and I'm guessing this is going to go to Westbrook here. And it'll be a toss, and it's going to be wide open. First down, not a first down, touchdown for Devin Westbrook, or Devon Westbrook, however you say it. And they're going to go for 2. It makes sense. It would make it a field goal game if they make this. Do not let them make it. Do not let them make it. They need to get it. I was going to say they need to get a touchdown to beat us, but they do get the 2-point conversion. And it's now a 3-point ball game. At one point, we were winning 21-10. How the mighty have fallen. That end of that second quarter was just so brutal. That pick 6 just killed it. Absolutely killed it. Surprisingly, no receiving yards for Speed McCree today. Usually I always check it down to him at least once or twice. But no receiving yards for him today. He's got a lot of rushing yards, though. Speed McCree, another decent carry to start this drive. He seems to be full of those today. 2nd and inches from the 31. We hand it off to him one more time, and we get it, right? Yes, they got it. And he's frozen. Speed McCree is frozen with excitement that he got the first down. I think all we need to do here is just keep playing our game and wasting time, basically. I'm glad that Bradson Dar was able to make that catch because I was panicking there for a second. I didn't know where to go with that football. I was starting to panic in Skywalker there. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Just keep running our offense, making sure that we can waste as much time as physically possible so that they start having to use their timeouts. They got to do all kinds of crap. That's 4th and inches. I'm going for it, baby. 4th and inches. Speed McCree, I believe in you. Get the first down, my dog. He got it and more. Speed McCree. I got to score. I can't do it. It puts it back up to a 10-point game. I could have sat down and wasted more time, but scoring is the more important option here. Because who knows what Houston's going to do, how long they're going to take on their drive. And I know it's stupid to say, but I can't guarantee that I was going to score if I would have stopped and I wouldn't have scored there. It was a free touchdown. I couldn't. Oh, it's the Condors. That's what their team name, Louisville Condors. Oh, we didn't trade him to the Condors. We traded him to the Caps. And they lost. Oh, that makes more sense. But anyway, I couldn't guarantee that I was going to put the ball in the end zone if I would have not scored there with McCree. It was too free. Just too open. I had to score. I don't usually get big runs like that. And we could end it right here. Smoke Morrison with the pick. Smoke Morrison might have just sealed it for us. First play of the drive for the Oilers. And it's a throw to their receiver. I think it was D.D. Tompkins. And it's picked off by Smoke Morrison. Maybe the icing on the cake. Maybe. We'll see what happens on this drive. 2nd down and 8. It would be smart to run the ball continuously. But I don't do smart things all the time. So I'm going to snap this ball. And fire it in. And the controller disconnected like it always does every single episode. And it's picked off. Wow, I just did the dumbest thing I possibly could have done, didn't I? You know what? That was that was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. I will admit that. I don't know what I just did there. The Oilers gave me a free rein to run the clock down, and I didn't take it. I don't even know why I did that. I was just kind of getting aggressive for some reason because I wanted to put more points on the board, and I should not have done that. That's for sure. That's a good tackle by him. I think that might have been Morrison who tackled him there. But I mean, they've got under 2 minutes to go. They got all their timeouts, but they have to score twice basically. I guess they got to score a touchdown and then kick a field goal, but if they want to win the game, they got to score twice. 2 touchdowns. We'll see what happens here. Maybe my blunder won't come back to bite me. That's should have been an easy tackle, but he broke through it. Gets a few extra yards. They're choosing not to use their timeouts right now, letting the clock run down with the auto runoff. Oh, that's a great route. He cooked my corner, that's for sure. That was a great route he ran right there. Under a minute to go. They got to go a little faster than this and start maybe using their timeouts. Oh, they don't need to do it now. Wide open, touchdown, and they're going to obviously go for the onside kick. That's a crazy throw. And a crazy reception, or a crazy route that he ran. He just cooked my guy. Unbelievably. Unbelievably cooked. And I need to go onside kick. We're gonna go hands team, I guess. is the best way to go. Maybe not. I have no idea. We have to get this, basically. We touched it! We touched it! Oh my god. I'm going to lose this game, aren't I? I'm going to lose this game because I was stupid and did the interception. I threw the interception. Keep them in bounds. Make them use their timeouts. They used their first one. 46 seconds. They can kick a field goal to take us to overtime, or they can score a touchdown to win it. I cannot believe Benny Button didn't grab that. It went off his foot. He's wide open. It's an overthrow. Thank God. He was wide open, too. He probably would have scored on that one. I cannot believe we're in this situation. We should not be in this situation right now. We should have won this game fairly easily. But I was being stupid. I was being careless. That was probably a touchdown as well that he missed right there. 3rd and 10. They're wasting valuable time on these incomplete passes. I would assume this play is going to get them. They're going to try to go underneath or something to try to get field goal range. Oh no, they're going to go for it. It's intercepted by Flash Wilson. Thank you, baby Jesus. Thank you. I owe you on this one. Woo! Oh my God. I don't even know really what to say. I don't really know. I don't really know what to say. That was the craziest ending to a game I've been a part of in a while. Wow. Absolutely insane. We are going to hold on for the win. Flash Wilson with a diving interception to keep the W. Woo. This one went back and forth. We should have won the game in the first half. Then we choked it away and they got close back. And then I should have lost, or I should have won the game again in the second half, in the fourth quarter, but I got stupid and I threw that football into the end zone and got picked off, which allowed them to make it a little closer than it should have been. And then on top of all of that, they got the onside kick. Once they got the onside kick, I thought it was over for sure. I thought it was over for sure. But then the interception is thrown. Flash Wilson dives past him and gets it. That should move us up to 2 in the rankings now in the division, and it does. The Golden Eagles had a bye week, funny enough, so they did not play, and I'm not gonna trade anybody. Now it is week 12 with the Orbits, but we have a breakout running back scenario. So is that gonna? That's obviously got to be for Speed McCree, because he was the one who was like over 100+ yards. So they're 3-7. They did win their game. We will take a look at that in the whatchamacallits, in the what's it called? The franchise tool. I don't know why I was blanking on that. We will take a look at that in the franchise tool, how they won their game. But we have to go on the road to them for the first time. We have to go on the road to San Jose. It's going to be quite the game. Let's go recap what happened around the league in week number 11. All right, we have made it to the franchise tool to recap around the rest of the league here in week number 11. The Dublin Shamrocks are leading in the AFC playoffs. They are 10-1. The Portland Pioneers, which I think is who the quarterback is that leads the league in receiving or in passing yards. I think he plays for the Portland Pioneers. We have jumped back into the playoffs at 7-3. Now the 6th seed, no longer the 7th seed. Now that's the Oilers. We really need this spot right here. The Golden Eagles need to keep losing. I don't know if they're going to do it, but they need to keep losing. Our over-under is 43. That's a little bit high, but maybe now that we've been scoring a little bit more points, maybe that's not as high as it has been in the past. And then the plus-minus is +2.5. Okay. We'll see what happens there. The rankings, the NFL Power Rankings, we are now ranked at number 14. We're starting to climb back up. We're starting to climb back at the Power Rankings. Offensive Power Rankings, we should be a little bit higher than we have been. Nope, we're still last. I thought maybe even the Orbits, who are bad. Where are the Monarchs? The Monarchs are 27th. They're 0-10. we suck on offense. But we are still the best ranked defensive team in the WOJFL. Week 11 around the rest of the league. The Condors we saw, they beat the Caps on Thursday Night Football. Isaiah Cannon led Caps 23-17. The Dreadnoughts defeat the Elks 14-6. The Blues have beat the Aviators 17-14. The Lumberjacks beat the Huskies 24-21. Nighthawks fall to the Desperados 31-60. That's a big game. Big score, I mean. Then the Orbits, who we're playing, they beat the Snowhawks, who were also bad, so I guess it's whatever. If it was kind of a shoot victory there, 24-20. Wizards, that's us, beat the Oilers 35-32. The Dragons defeat the Monarchs to stay winless, 31-21. Riverhogs defeat the Tigers 31-28. Mounties defeat the Armadillos 27-24. The Shamrocks go to 10-1, beating the Black Knights 38-17, if I can read numbers. Pioneers continue their win streak 28-7 over the Redwoods. And on Sunday Night Football, the Voyagers go to 9-1 over the Bulls 35-14. With Monday Night Football wrapping up the week, Bison going 7-3, 35-28 over the Thunderbirds. So some big time matchups in week number 11. But as you saw right there, there's not a lot of weeks left to go in the season. We got weeks 12, which we're going to do today. Then we got one more episode with 13 and 14. Then we got 15 and 16, and then 16 and 17. So basically 3 more episodes to go, and we've got our season 1 wrapped up. That's as quick as it's going to get. Stats on the year, yeah, Penn Brady. No, not Penn Brady. It's Steigenberger. No, he plays for the Tigers. Who plays? Is it Greenford? Somebody plays for the Pioneers. Matthew Gillis? That's the Redwoods. Who's the quarterback for the Pioneers? Is it Jalen Manuel? No, he plays for the Thunderbirds. I forget who the quarterback is for the Pioneers, but he's not, whoever it is, he's not leading the league in yards anymore. It is now Penn Brady, who is the quarterback of the Louisville Condors, who just beat Isaiah Cannon. Very interesting. Rushing leader is Deshaun Henry. We got to have our guy up here pretty soon, right? Speed McCree, yeah, he's 17th. He's got 700 yards on the dot with 7 touchdowns. Okay. Receiving wise, I don't think we're going to have anybody here. Maybe Edinson Yarborough is going to be up here close to the top. I guess not, unless I passed him. I don't know. We're not really getting that one guy getting that many yards. Robert Rich Hood is still dominating for the Tokyo Dragons. He's a stud. I don't know if we have to play him this season, but he is a stud. Sack leader is Jadeveon Carter. He's got 11.5 sacks. This man is a freak. I'm happy, so happy that he has dominated like he has. Interception leader is Marcus Samuels with 5 of them. The kicking leader is still Shoelace O'Tying. And then the return leader, oh, that reminds me, I got to go back and do that. Change that to Flash Wilson still. But that's the wrap up for week number 11. As you can see, the standings. We're in a pretty tough division right here in the South with the Oilers and the Golden Eagles both pretty decent. But we just beat the Oilers, so that gives us a little bit of a heads up on them. Will the Monarchs ever win a game? We'll have to keep an eye on that. I don't know. They don't seem like they're going to, but you never know. I mean, we didn't think that the Caps would ever win a game. We didn't think that was it the Armadillos or was the Huskies? Some other team was like, winless with them, and I can't remember who it was, but they eventually won a few games. And obviously, the draft recap. We have the NFL draft stuff right here, but we just took a look at that in week 11. So let's go to week number 12. Play whoever we're playing, the Orbits. I didn't forget. Play the Orbits and find out if our quarterback Bradson Darn can stay undefeated as the Wizards starting quarterback. Before we jump into the game, though, we got to see this running back. I didn't even take a look at the running backs. So let's find out if it is officially Speed McCree, and it is. So we called his number last week. He did very, very well. I think he had, 2 touchdowns and like 100-something yards. So now he needs to get 4+ touchdowns or 200+ yards receiving and rushing. That's the crucial part. Usually it's tough for receivers because they can only ever get like 150 receiving yards. But running backs have the ability to combine that yardage. So that makes it slightly easy. That's still not super easy to do it because he's got to go from superstar to X Factor. But it makes it slightly easier for him to get it. So that's achievable. It's possible. But the last time we've had a situation like that where I had to force it to a receiver or force it to somebody specific, it doesn't really go my way. Luckily for us, the Orbits are bad. They're 3-7, bottom of the division, and probably pretty much bottom of the WOJFL. They would be pretty much bottom if the Monarchs didn't exist. But they are close to the bottom. We should be able to handle them pretty easily. Now, let's go see if we can handle them. The second game of the doubleheader today. The Wizards and the Orbits. I still don't know how we survived last game against why am I blanking on the team? Who did we just play? We just played the... Wow, it just happened, and I'm blanking on the team name. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We survived them. I can't believe I'm forgetting. CJ Quentin Joseph has had a decent season, 7 touchdowns to just 4 picks. It doesn't seem like their offense is very pass-heavy. I guess we'll find out today. But I can't believe we survived last game, and now we're taking on a team that's not that great. They're, what, 3-7, I think? So we'll see how they do, and that's going to be pass interference in the first play. It's just simply not pass interference. I beat you to the ball. I got there right as the ball got there, and it's just simply not pass interference. But the Orbits get the call, and they get a nice play on their first pass of the game, or their first play of the game. Perry goes for 1 yard. 15 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown for Damian Perry in his last game, which I think they did win, if I remember correctly. Because I think they were 2-7, and now they're 3-7, so they obviously had to have won that game. We will see what they've got in store for us here. Ooh, that's a nice open lane. The backup running back, or the second string running back, I don't know if he's truly the backup or not. Looks like he's getting into a little fight with Smoke Morrison there. 3rd and 2 from the 41. Oh, that's a wide open lane. It's a wide open lane, and the boys got it. Damian Perry first down, continues the drive for the Orbits. It seems like they're going to be a run-first team, which is not necessarily a good thing for us. I think we do, surprisingly enough, I think we do a better job at stopping the pass. I know that might sound a little crazy because I get diced up almost every single game, but I do think that we do better at stopping the pass than we do stopping the run. Although maybe I'm stupid. Maybe we stop the run very well, and that happens when we try to stop the pass. So maybe I'm just completely off. I don't know, but I feel like from what I play, I feel like we stop the pass better than we stop the run. But maybe I'm just stupid and wrong, which is a very good possibility, and that's probably the case. Oh, that's a brick law shutdown. It wasn't as dominant as I wanted it to be, but it is a brick law shutdown. 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line. Let's go into a zone, see what happens. Usually I'm a man-to-man kind of guy on the defense, but we'll see if a zone has any sort of different effects to the passing game. It looks like it's going to be a clear pass on 2nd and 10. I need Jadeveon Carter to make an impact. I get a hold. That's nice. That'll back him up to 2nd and 20 at least. For once, it's not a hold on us. And it is Mike Laramie getting called for the hold, so we'll move him back to the 49-yard line. 2nd down and 20. Right back at midfield. We'll see what he's got. Oh, Jadeveon Carter. He got there, but it's going to be caught somehow. Flash Wilson didn't pick that off. Flash Wilson sealed the game in the last game. I don't know how he didn't pick that off. He must have somehow got behind the receiver when he was clearly in front of him the whole time. I don't know how he didn't catch that, but it is a completed catch, and that gets him the 10 yards back that they lost on the hold. And Jadeveon Carter making an impact. Jadeveon Carter will force the incomplete pass, and it's a 4th and 10. And I think they might be out of field goal range. I don't know how good their kicker is, and it looks like they're going to go for the punt anyway. So that was big. That was really, really big from Jadeveon Carter there. Needed that. Absolutely needed that. And that was a terrific punt. Downs us at the 11 out of bounds, and here comes Bradson Darn. A little shaky last game. A couple interceptions. One that wasn't really my fault. That guy defied gravity. But other than that, a little bit shaky. But Speed McCree, remember, we have the Superstar X Factor chance today with Speed McCree. So he has to get, what was it, 250 plus, or no, 200. I think it was just straight up 200. Receiving and rushing yards. He can get both of them, which is nice. I shouldn't have stopped running there. I should have just taken off the whole time. I tried to step my feet and pass it. That was stupid. We're going to try to get Speed McCree to X Factor, because having an X Factor running back is going to be amazingly helpful. Just think of all the different... Oh my God. Somebody just got destroyed. Somebody just got destroyed. But having an X Factor running back is going to be super, super helpful with the abilities that they get, backfield master, jukebox, all kinds of different things, give them different hot routes and all that kind of stuff. It's just going to help so much. And that's what we need to do also with our quarterback. We need to make sure that Bradson Darn, being an X factor, needs to keep upgrading, keep developing, so that he can be a full-fledged, really good X factor as well. We just need to get him higher overalls. He's already a decent overall, but he needs to get a little bit higher so he can unlock. He needs to get into the 90s so he can unlock all the real good ones. All the real good X factor abilities. Oh, Tyreek Lawson, one pass. I wish he could just hit that consistently. I even set my feet. Wasn't that bad, but our good drive, our promising drive, will end with a punt, unfortunately. Ooh, we might have Brady Montana down there to stop him. Oh, I missed the tackle, but we weren't too far away. All right, so both teams' first drive end in punt. We will see what the next drive is for the Orbits. It's not a confidence builder for a team that's 3-7, or going up against a team that's 3-7, having to punt in the first drive. End of the first quarter, it's 0-0. Maybe the Vegas odds makers are starting to question their over-under. Wasn't it like 43 or something? I think they might be starting to question it, unless the offense just starts to explode here in the second quarter. Oh, Jadeveon Carter's got him eaten up. No, how is that not a sack? I even dove on his legs. Oh, he gets that away. Jadeveon Carter read the play action beautifully, and he was still able to throw it away. I might need to blitz a linebacker here. Maybe they're going to run it with Perry just to be safe, and they do run it with Perry, but we stopped him. Jabari Sims, he held on to him with one arm. That's the strength of Jabari Sims. That's why he wants $146 million. The strength of Jabari Sims forces the punt. That's 2 straight punts for San Jose. We were told their offense is not great, and it seems like it's living up to it. Although we do have the #1 defense in the WOJFL, so maybe that's also contributing. I don't know. It's a couple different things, I would assume. Well, let's see if our poor offense can get into a rhythm here as Parker Peters gets 3 yards and then obliterated. We do have one of the worst offenses in the WOJFL, but that could change with a good performance against a bad team. Another Parker Peters catch. That's a first down. Now we're starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm. Let's start building it up a little bit here. Let's not forget about Speed McCree. This episode, or this game, is really all about him because he needs to go up to X Factor. So that's not how you do it, though. That is not how you do it. I would prefer a block there, but I guess I can't ask for too much, can I? Get that out of the backfield. That's Speed. Make a man miss, Speed. How do you not make a man miss, Speed? What are you doing? What are you doing, big dog? How do you not make a man miss right there? You're supposed to have an elite juke move, and you don't do anything there. Kind of depressing. That's a bad throw. Tyreek Lawson made sure it wasn't a pick, but that was supposed to be a bullet pass down low, and it was not a bullet pass down low. It was a bullet pass, but it wasn't down low. And another punt. This is just 2 bad offenses going after it. This is like the 0-16 Browns versus the 0-16 Lions going after each other right now. Another opportunity for the Orbits. We'll see what they got on this drive. Back-to-back punts, their first 2 possessions. What do they got for us here? He's going to fire to the flat. He's got a man open, and it's a big catch. It is a big catch to the 32-yard line, 2nd down and 4. If we can run some more man coverage. I need Trey Watts to be more elite. He always just gets shut down play after play by the right tackle. He can never, regardless of who it is, he can never really do anything. The only time he ever gets a sack or anything, or it feels like at least, is when the quarterback rolls out to his side and he's able to wrap him up. That really feels like the only time he ever makes any pressure. 3rd and 2 from the 34. I don't think that player had to dive. He should have probably done a run after the catch. He probably would have been really good or had a first down, but they get the first down regardless. They did a check down to the tight end, and it worked. I can't believe that. I thought the brick law would at least break the pass up, and it would be another 4th down. I guess I was wrong. We need San Antonio to beat Mexico City, though. That would really help us out. That's a good tackle. but he gets 2nd and inches. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. This game is flying by because both teams suck on offense. Both teams suck on offense. But the defenses are not too bad. Although our defense might be getting cooked on this possession. We'll see what happens. The 2nd and inches play. It's a little short underneath throw, and it's going to be completed for a big-time gain because I seem to not be able to do that. I seem not be able to cover any sort of underneath passes. I don't know what my guys are doing, but they're not covering underneath, that's for sure. And Jadeveon Carter's not winning instantly off the line. That should have been intercepted. I don't know what the heck that was, Flash Wilson. I pressed Y to go up and jump for it, and you saw him animate, but he did like the... What happened? I don't know what happened. Oh, a timeout called. He did like the one-hand reach up, but I should have easily picked that off. I don't know why he didn't intercept it. That's twice now I should have a pick. Maybe this one can be a pick, and it is! Smoke Morrison saves the day, saves what would have been a touchdown. And he's got the quarterback to beat, and he doesn't beat him, but Smoke Morrison, huge catch. Huge, huge catch. Exactly what we needed. In the end zone, it was slightly underthrown, which helped out. If it had a little bit more steam on it, a little bit more mustard, it probably would have been a touchdown because it would have got over the shoulders to the back of the end zone. But that really helped us out there. We needed something to happen, and it happened. Now, I see a big mistake made by the corner there. They're pressing, but it doesn't really matter. Speed gets the first down. We got 46 seconds, all of our timeouts. We can make something happen here. As long as the passes are accurate, we can make something happen. Underneath, it's Parker Peters. He turns up the field. It's going to be some sort of, maybe a blocking foul. I don't know what happened there. It could have been a hold. That was a late hold. Yeah, it's going to be a legal block in the back on MVP. That's frustrating. You got to know better than that, MVP. 41 seconds. I don't think they're going to actually blitz here. I think they're going to just back off, and they do. Might as well go out to the flat to speed, and we're going to use one of our timeouts. 35 seconds to go. We'll run another halfback slip. These seem to be working, so we might as well give it a shot. And it looks like it's going to work barely this time. I needed a block right there from the guard, and he didn't give it to me. One more timeout. Maybe an empty vertical route. Something's going to get open here. We have Dicker the kicker, so we should be fine for a deep field goal. But I would prefer a touchdown. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to have to get that away, and it looks like it is going to have to be a field goal attempt. 4th and 3. Offensive line did not hold up, and they want me to go for it on 4th and 3. I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea, but 23 seconds. Might as well give it a shot. Might as well give it a shot. And we go to Tyreek Lawson. I'll call my last timeout. That's probably a little stupid. They want me to kick a field goal here. 51-yard field goal. I mean, it would pretty much be a guarantee, but I think I want to take one shot to the end zone first. I mean, we have 20 seconds. We might as well take a shot to the end zone, see what happens. And as long as it's not a pick. To the end zone. Tyreek Lawson. Touchdown! Wizards! Back shoulder throw from Bradson Darn is beautiful. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Wow. And that's why we went for it instead of just taking the 3 points. Because, yeah, Harry Dicker probably could have drilled it from 51 with no problem. But then we wouldn't have a 7-point lead with 15 seconds to go, and we get ball at half. What a crazy throw. That might have been one of the best throws Bradson Darn has ever had as an Orlando Wizard. He's only been here for, what, 4 games now? That might be the best throw he's ever made. That was a beautiful throw, a picture-perfect throw to the end zone. From what? Was that like 15, 20 yards away? Maybe even more? Maybe 25, 30? I don't even know how far it was. Actually, it had to have been more because it was a 51-yard field goal, so it had to have been like 40 yards away. That was an insane throw, a great catch from Tyreek Lawson, and a touchdown for the Wizards. 6 seconds to go. No timeouts for either team. This will be the final play regardless, unless it's obviously a penalty. And he's going to go to the end zone, or as far as he can throw it. Deep. It's knocked incomplete, and that is the half. So we lead 7-0 at the half. I'm happy about that. I'm happy enough with the way that we played in the first half. More so in the second quarter. I'm more happy with how we played in the second quarter than how we played in the first quarter, but it's still pretty good. We obviously have the lead. And Hanley Gomez, I'm telling you, man, I got to switch that, man. If Flash Wilson's out there, that's probably another kick return. But I keep forgetting. This play is usually pretty elite for MVP's route. Hopefully it works here. Usually the middle of the field just opens wide open, and it does again. MVP, wide open, big-time catch. I mean, that route's just always open for some reason. They just leave the middle of the field wide, and MVP runs into it. Tyreek, or not Tyreek, Speed McCree. He's only got 2 yards on the ground because he lost those other ones. But he's got a few yards through the air because of the screens. It's going to be real tough to get him 250. He's going to have a real good day on the ground. And then we're going to have to get him some more yards through the air. But I don't really know how we're going to do that. It's going to be tough. I will tell you that. Oh, that's Walker hardly nowhere, and he dropped it. That was a tough throw. I didn't like any of those routes, to be fair. I didn't like any of those routes. And this time, we will take our points. I know we could probably try for another field goal or another touchdown, but don't want to get too over-aggressive like I did in the last game. Might as well just take our points while we can, take a 10-point lead, and the way that their offense has been playing, the Orbit's offense has been playing, I mean, I feel pretty confident we could pitch a shutout. Bitch. So we'll see what they do on their first drive of the half. I wish I would have used up a little bit more time in the quarter, but I mean, hey, it's what it is. That throw to MVP really took a lot of the yards away, so it sped up our drive. But here comes CJ Quentin Joseph. We'll see what he's got on tap. They haven't really done much. I mean, they've got over 100 yards of offense, but they don't have any points to show for it. And, oh, Damian Perry. Oh, my God, Damian Perry is unstoppable. He could have been stopped 2 different times for either a loss of yards or a gain of maybe 2 or 3. But he fought through all of that to get a huge multiple-yard gain for a first down. That was a crazy run. That's to the sideline, out of bounds. Quentin Joseph just not as accurate as he needs to be. Looking like some of our backup quarterbacks that we got, maybe a little smooth jazz. Kenny G out there with the inaccuracies. And that's going to be, I thought that was going to be, honestly, I thought it was going to be pass interference. DPI. Luckily they didn't call it, but anyway, it's a first down. And the Monarchs, if you see on the bottom of your screen, the Monarchs lost again. They are still winless on the season. Will they ever get a win? Or will they be the first 0-17 team in the WOJFL? I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of crazy that they still can't seem to find a win. Get to him. Get to him. Get to him. He's got nothing. He finds Howard Woodson. Doesn't tackle him. Come on, Howard. I need you to do a little bit better. Do they run this with Damian Perry? It's a good idea. So we're going to bring a little bit of a linebacker blitz here just in case. And they are. No, it's going to be play action, and Victor Usama couldn't bring him down, but Trey Watts does. See, this is what I'm talking about. Trey Watts doesn't really do anything except for when the quarterback happens to fall into his path. That's the only time that he does something. But Victor Usama almost had back-to-back games with a sack, but he just couldn't wrap him up. Quentin Joseph. Wait, what's his name? I forget his name. Quentin something. CJ Quentin something. I think it's Johnson. He was too strong. He rolled out of the tackle from Usama, but not of Trey Watts. I thought for some reason he was going to throw that away once he got out of the Usama tackle, but luckily Trey Watts was there to wrap him up. And maybe Speed McCree can get the edge, and he can. One man to juke. There it is. The juke move. And Speed McCree gets a huge carry. Exactly the type of run that we needed to start this drive. A huge gain to the outside. That gets Speed a lot of yards. And he's barreling through for a couple more there. He's got 41 on the ground. I'm not sure how many he has through the air, but it can't be more than like maybe 40 or 50. I don't think he's got that many through the air. But that's okay, because we'll continue to feed him when we can. And we'll try to get him 200 yards of total offense. Edinson Yarborough, a decent catch. Wish that would have been a first down, though. It's okay. We'll hand the ball off to Speed. 3rd and 2. Speed McCree. He's got himself the first. Oh, that was like back and forth for a couple seconds. I didn't know if he was going to get that or not. He pushed forward and got it. I don't think I'm going to get lucky on the blocks 2 times on this drive with the stretch run, so we're going to go inside here. And we're going to get decent blocks, but I got stuck behind the offensive lineman. That's okay. 3rd quarter is coming to an end after this play. And I've got Harry Boosh, big time play. Actually, he went out of bounds with 1 second to go. So the 3rd string tight end getting a little bit of action. He got a catch in the last game. And we lead 10-0 at the end of 3. We got 1 quarter to play. The Orbits offense has been, I don't want to say non-existent because they've gotten over 100 yards of offense. But they have not been able to punch it when they need to. Oh, Speed. No! There was so much space. Speed had a touchdown. Oh, it's unbelievable. I chose the wrong way. Speed had a touchdown, dog. That's crazy. And it looks like Mexico City's going to win easily. 30-17 over Armadillos. It looks like we're going to have to just fight it out with Mexico City. I don't know if there's going to be a team that can beat them. Unless they come up against one of the big teams in the league. Good job from Yarborough getting that first down, keeping the drive going so that we can continue to feed our running back. He's got under 5 minutes to get 200 total yards. I don't know if he's close. He's got 59 now. We should probably take a look at, he's not close, but we just need to take a look at how much he's got right now. So player stats, he's got 59 on the ground. And then his receiving numbers, he's got 40. Okay, that's very interesting. He's 101 yards away. That's good to know. He'd have to have a huge carry, I think, is really the only way that he can get this, because receiving numbers, I don't know if he's going to get. Unless we just give him a couple screens and maybe he breaks one. I don't know. We might as well give him a touchdown. He needed 4 rushing touchdowns. He's only got 1 right now. But that gives us a 17-0 lead over the Orbits. I don't know what's going on with this. This Orbits team doesn't seem as bad as their record is, but I guess they are as bad as their record is, because 17-0 against us, against me in particular. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy, being down 17-0 against me, of all people. Like, I'd understand if it was somebody that was actually good at this game, but against me, you're down 17-0. Now maybe I'm talking all this big trash and they're going to come back and score a big touchdown on me and embarrass me. That's possible. It's happened before. But we'll see. Only 3:51 to go in the game. I really would like Jadeveon Carter to do something here, and that's going to be incomplete. Oh, it's Quentin Joseph. I don't know why I kept saying Quentin Johnson. Probably because that's the Charger receiver name. 2nd and 10 from the 25 after the incomplete pass. He threw that into a lot of traffic, and that probably pass interference in real life. Brady Montana getting a little aggressive there. But it's incomplete in the game, and it's 3rd and 10. Why can't we play teams like this every single game? Make me so much happier. Jadeveon Carter increases his league-leading number. That's 12.5 now for the sack leader in the WOJFL. What a stud he is. And that's an amazing catch on 4th and 18. What an amazing throw from Quentin Joseph. The fact that he even had the nerve to throw it is crazy. Trey Watts brings him down. Finally, Trey Watts heard me dissing him this entire episode, and he heard me, and he actually got a real sack that time. Number 2 for him. Is it going to be Kelly this time? Who's it going to be? Somebody get to him. Somebody get to him. He's wide open. We had so much time to get to the quarterback there. I don't know how he was able to stay upright. Why could nobody win? Why does nobody ever win when I need them to win? Frustrating. We could have shut this drive down very quickly. Bricklaw misses the tackle, but Brady Montana does not. Why is Brady Montana playing so much? I thought Austin Miles was playing. Weird. 2-minute warning coming up. Are they going to get the snap off? It's going to be close. They do not. They do not get the snap off. It is 17-0 with 2 minutes to go in the game. The Wizards have a chance to go to their 8th win of the season, which is much needed to stay in the playoff race, especially in the division. With the way that the Golden Eagles have been playing this season, there's Austin Miles. With the way that they've been playing this season, dominating their opponents, just keep winning games. We need to keep pace with them. Quick throw. Wow. Smoke Morrison laid it all on the line to stop that one. That was pretty cool. 3rd and 10 from the 25-yard line. I wouldn't think they'd kick a field goal. They're down 17 with 2 minutes to go. I wouldn't think they'd kick a field goal here if it doesn't work out for them. And it's not going to work out for them. Jabari Sims with the sack. And they will go for it now, guaranteed. They were going to go for it either way, probably, but that solidified it. Jabari Sims with the sack. That's number 4 on the day for the team. 1 for Jabari. And it could be Kelly, and it's going to be picked off by Prince. Tyler Prince with the interception, and he's got a return. They had to throw for it. They had to go for the gold, and he threw it into heavy coverage, and now we have to focus on Speed McCree. He needs about 100 yards, both on the ground and through the air, and he's not going to get him doing that. That is for sure. So we need to run plays that we can get him the ball. And it looks like play action is going to be the way to do it right now. Although I'm forcing things, and it's an interception. I had open receivers, but I forced it to Speed because I'm just trying to get the pass, or trying to get the yards. He's not going to get it now. He probably wasn't going to get it regardless, but I think I had Yarborough open on the flat. I don't know. I was just trying to force it to him, and it was stupid. I shouldn't have done it. It looks bad now on Darn because he had actually a decent game with no interceptions and all kinds of stuff like that, but I'm just trying to force it to him. He kept getting like blocked and stuck like how Madden players do when they're trying to run routes. He kept getting stuck and bumped off by the CPU guys, and now they're threatening to score. He juked me, and they're at the 2. Oh no, are we not going to pitch our shutout? Get to him. Brick Law, somebody. How did I not sack him? I had 2 guys on an opportunity to sack Quentin Joseph, and they missed both. We've got to not allow them to get this touchdown. I'd be devastated if they score here. Get to the quarterback. Please. That's some sort of pass interference that they didn't call. 33 seconds. 3rd and goal. We got two plays to stop them here. 2 plays to keep the shutout alive. They shouldn't be in this situation, but they are, and they score a touchdown. I'm sick, bro. I just had to force the ball to Speed when he clearly wasn't open, and that allows the interception and the score for the Orbits. Now they're not. Now the shutout's gone because I tried to force it. Great. And they're going to go the onside kick with 30 seconds to go. I respect it, but hopefully we can get it this time and not bump it out. They touched it. They touched it early. Or they touched it first, I guess, before it got to 10 yards. Thank you very much. I appreciate your hard work, your dedication. 28 seconds. Maybe I can get like a 50-yard run with Speed. That's possible. I mean, I can get a decent yard here. Decent gain. 82 yards. He'd have to get like, what, 120 probably? Something crazy. And it's just not possible. There's not enough time or yards to get. As long as he can get all these yards. There we go. They used their final timeout. It's unfortunate. I tried my best, man. I tried my best. It's just so difficult trying to go up from Superstar to X Factor. There's just so much you have to do. And I'm not that good in the first place. So then when I have to focus on one player instead of just running the offense, makes it a lot more difficult. Luckily, this team we came up against wasn't as good. Like, if I had to go up against a good team, like if we had to play the Pioneers or something, I probably wouldn't even have tried it. But at least we get that touchdown back, so it makes it look a little bit bigger of a deficit. And Speed gets his second touchdown instead of just the one, but he needed 4. Maybe they can do like a combination. Like, I got 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards. Maybe they can just like give me the X Factor. Whatever. He'll probably get another opportunity at some point to get it, so. Or maybe in the off season he just develops it naturally, which is possible because he's had a pretty decent season this year. He's probably got over 600, maybe even close to 700 yards now on the ground. He's had a pretty good season. And he's definitely got a lot of touchdowns. Final play of the game, unless it's an incomplete pass, a quick incompletion. He just has too much time. He can't have this much time. We need to get to him quicker. Intercept it, please. It's knocked incomplete. And that's the ball game. 24-7 victory. Wizards walk away 2-0 in the episode. This one a little bit more in control than the other game, which I like. I'm glad that it wasn't so scary at the end. We pretty much knew we were going to win the whole time. The Oilers, that's who it was. I don't know why I kept blanking on who it was. But now we have to read the upsetting message. Yep, he can't help but feel disappointed. I know, Speed. I'm disappointed too. I tried my best, dog. I tried my best to do it for you. We just couldn't get it done. Just could not get it done. I think the logo was... Yeah, it is. It's Louisville. We have to play the best quarterback in the WOJFL, Penn Brady. 3,100 yards and 20 touchdowns. This is not going to go well next episode. That's just a fact. It is not going to go. Oh, I just noticed week 15 we play the Caps. That's the team that we traded with for Bradson Darn, who now has Isaiah Cannon. Oh, that's going to be a crazy episode. The Golden Eagles won, they're 9-2. The Oilers also won, they're 8-3, but luckily because we beat them in this episode, we stay ahead of them. But next episode we play the Louisville Condors, who have the best quarterback in the WOJFL, stat-wise at least, Penn Brady. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait for it. Let's go and recap what happened in Week 12 and then wrap up the video. Okay, week number 12 is in the books, and we got to see what happened around the WOJFL. So the San Diego Voyagers have jumped. The Shamrocks lost. So the Voyagers have jumped to the number 1 seed. The Golden Eagles are right up there, but we are right there as well at 8-3. But unfortunately, if the Golden Eagles continue to dominate, they're going to win the division, and we obviously will have to go on the road and play a playoff game in the wild card. Pioneers won as well. The NFC doesn't look as difficult. I mean, you got a couple top teams here, but I mean, the Steamers are 8-3 at the 3rd spot, and the Tigers are 9-3. Over here, it's a dogfight. I mean, you got 9-2, you got 10-2, 10-1. You got 9-2 as a wild card team because they must be in the same division as one of these two teams. Like, you got a lot of really, really good teams in the AFC. Really, really good teams. What is our over-under for next episode? Here it is over here. It is over-under is 46, and then it's -3 is the spread. Very interesting. The rankings, we have we moved up at all? We are now 11th in the overall power rankings. Is our offense still pretty bad? It is. We still rank 32nd in the NFL. What's going on with the boys? We average 20.5 points a game. We average 182 yards a game, which is not good. We average 107 rushing yards per game, and we have 15 giveaways, which is not good. That's a lot of interceptions. Our defensive stats. This is why we're the best in the. This is why we're the best in the league. Is because we average 15.7 points per game, which is 3rd in the league. We have the best passing defense, that's what I was talking about. We average about 170 yards a game, and then the best rush defense, which teams average about 63 yards against me. I didn't realize that we were that good. I knew we were good, but I didn't realize we were that good. And then we have 13 takeaways. The boys are pretty good. Our most expensive player is Tyreek Lawson. Upcoming free agents, we know about Jabari Sims. We know about Tyreek Lawson. I don't know what I'm going to do about Jabari Sims. I want to bring him back. I want to bring back both of these guys, obviously, but I don't know what we're going to be able to do. I don't know what we're going to be able to do. The Week 12 schedule had 3 Thursday night games. Oh, was this Thanksgiving? Oh, this was Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving week in Week 12. Okay, I was going to say. So the Nighthawks in the 12:30 game on Thanksgiving had a 21-17 victory over the Lumberjacks. The Tigers in the primetime 4:30 game had a 28-24 victory over the Dreadnoughts. And in the Thursday night Thanksgiving night game, the Pioneers defeat the Mounties 30-20. Then on Sunday, Steamers beat the Antlers 29-14. Condors defeat the Blues, the team that we're playing, 21-13. Well, the Condors. The Armadillos lose to, unfortunately, our rivals, the Golden Eagles, 30-24. We beat the Orbits. The Riverhogs defeat the Sentinels 31-28. Oilers beat the Elks 28-10. The Snowhawks fall to the Redwoods 23-17. Aviators put up 6 points in the loss to the Voyagers, who are really, really good, 23-6. Shamrocks lose to the Thunderbirds 17-10. Dragons defeat the Bison 21-17. Sunday Night Football, the Desperados barely escaped the Caps. Interesting right there, 35-30. And then on Monday Night Football, Bulls defeat the Huskies by 2, 26-24. So a couple close games from some teams you wouldn't really think would be that close, but a few close games. And now we have to go up against, oh, he's not the best in the league now. It is back to Steigenberger from the Tigers. He now has overtaken Penn Brady with 3,200 yards. And how many touchdowns? 29 touchdowns to just 20 for Penn Brady. And then rushing is Deshaun Henry, excuse me. We got to be up here, right? Where is Speed McCree? He's got to be around here somewhere. He's not that bad. Penn Brady's up here with 267 yards on the ground. We have more than that. We got to be up here, right? Where's Speed McCree? There he is. He's 13th. He's got 800. I sold him short. I apologize, Speed. He's got 801 yards on the ground and then 9 touchdowns. All right, I respect it. Receiving is still Ja'Cory Crispy. He's dominating. Tackles is still Robert Richhood because he's just the greatest linebacker of all time. Sack leader is Devion Carter, who has 12.5 now. He's really, really good right now. Could be Defensive Player of the Year. Who knows? Interceptions is Marcus Samuels, who's got 5. And then kicking and returns is the same stuff. So that's kind of a wrap-up of what we've done the past 12 weeks of the WOJFL season. Still, only one winless team, the London Monarchs. I don't know what's going on with the boys, but they are bad. They allow so many yards, both on the ground and through the air, a lot of points, and they also can't really score. They're right with us with how they're scoring. So this London Monarchs team, 15 touchdowns to 6 picks. That's not that bad though. They can't score for some reason. I don't know what it is. Or their defense can't really hold up, I guess, is more of the question. I mean, they're scoring some points, but their defense really can't do much. But that's going to be it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.